these goddamn Steelers. Like,
man, black and yellow.
so
What's going on down there in Pittsburgh, man?
they lost their swagger. You start out the season 11-0, then you lose 3 straight. They looking like frauds, and you called it, right?
Yeah, they might not. They might. I think both of us actually kind of called it together on last week episode of the recap, man. Like, of course, nobody fears them. They got a lot going on, man. It's not enough out there. I've never been a fan of that quarterback out there, Big Ben.
What you mean you've never been a fan of Big Ben?
I can't say never. It was like the year that they had Santonio Holmes doing well. I was like, okay, these boys are.
They won the Super Bowl. Their last Super Bowl.
Yeah, that might have been that. I was like, okay, they all right. Or when they end up Hines Ward, they're probably on the time.
He's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Elevated that team.
Yeah, shout out to Hines Ward.
Oh yeah, Hines Ward, the Bros. But yeah, Big Ben. He's elevated that team. You think he won a Super Bowl with his second year with the team or something like that?
Yeah,
early in the season?
First or second year, man.
Yeah,
so he came in doing his thing, man. We real recognize real respect real. But honestly, he just hasn't been that for me. I think he don't really make those plays like, I guess you can say like he used to, maybe. I don't know.
Let's put it like he used to. He's obviously been on the decline the last couple seasons. Because, he was injured all of last year, got hurt early in the year with an elbow injury. The year before that, he was looking a little rough. Talking about a guy who took a lot of hits early in his career.
They call him Big Ben, not because of his name. Big Ben, because he a big dude that don't move. And he used to have a lot of time in the pocket, so I tied that in with the bars. But, yeah, man, he used to have a lot of time in the pocket, but he don't got it no more. He don't get a lot of time. Billy Wade was washed. He more washed than Big Ben, so...
Father Time, you said time. Father Time's undefeated. And Big Ben, early in his career, he used to break them tackles. He used to make plays with his feet, kind of like how Josh Allen does now. Carson Wentz used to do.
He definitely had some quick feet, man. I'm going to bring a name out. I'm going to pick a name out the basket. David Gerard. He reminded me like a better version of him. Yeah, from Jacksonville. You remember him?
Oh yeah,
David Gerard, however you say his name. Yeah.
Either way, Big Ben's Hall of Famer.
Yeah,
but as of right now, their team is looked like a team going into the playoffs. It was undefeated at 11-0, then they lost 3 games straight.
They look like they're backing into the playoffs.
Absolutely backing in.
Those are usually the teams that lose first round.
We looked at this game.
I'm gonna call it right now.
First round loss. It's gonna call it. They obviously played themselves out of that first round bye. That's looking like it's going to be the Chiefs all the way.
Yeah, man. Like I said, last week we kind of discussed that the Browns can still win the division.
They could.
And like I said, thank God this wasn't a couple years ago, because I definitely made a bet before the season that the Browns wouldn't win the division. I think it was a March 1st season.
Oh wow.
Starting. So. Yeah.
Well, don't make that bet next year because they're getting hot.
No, I might make it again.
Okay.
But I don't know if it's gonna be next year. We gotta get some receivers, man.
Hey, risk it for the biscuit. What's up?
Hey, man.
But when we looked at this game, Bengals on the third string quarterback. Backup running back. You're thinking like, okay, Steelers just go in there and get right.
Was it a case of the trap?
Well, I'll tell you like this. It was a division game on a Monday Night Football.
On top of that.
I don't know what it is about Sunday Night Football games, Monday Night Football games. There's always good games.
Those are the games you lose, though. Them trap division games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the bottom of the barrel in your division.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Overlooking that team.
Like well, we'll get to that later. We'll talk about another team. I'll bring that up with the Dolphins.
Oh, the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Okay, we can talk about them later. But this game, it really started out poorly for the Steelers. They had 3 turnovers early.
Mm-hmm.
And would allow the Bengals to get very short fields because, to be quite honest, I don't know if you looked at the stats of the Bengals quarterback. I think he had 89 yards passing.
Yeah. he might have had 87 in the third quarter.
So, it wasn't like statistically he was having a great game. It's just that the Steelers would turn the ball over.
Yeah.
Big Ben fumbled twice, lost one of those fumbles. Who was it? He threw an interception.
Yeah, he's going to throw those.
Did you see? I don't know if you seen the interception, but that linebacker was a safety. He got up there to snatched it.
Oh yeah, man, yeah.
He had some little hops on that play.
He made a great play on the ball. But Big Ben usually throws something. He put a lot of balls where they shouldn't be.
It was a tight window,
Real Georgia,
and he just didn't. Threw that in there, big.
I got the lines all day.
I'm from Millersville though.
Hey man.
You put us on the map, big man.
Keep him out your city.
For him, the wrong reasons.
Hide your kids and hide your wife, but that's a whole nother story.
Nother story. But yeah, he didn't see that safety kind of coming from the opposite side of the field and just went up there and snatched it. Nice, beautiful interception. And then later on in the game, Juju got blown up.
Oh man, Juju actually met a real man. Yeah,
blown up.
He said, "Don't go no further."
Hey, you know what he said? He said he saw him out there dancing on the logo, and he took it personally.
And he should have.
Personally.
I believe we had some guys, even bloggers from our team, when Juju tried some people. No, it was the Titans. They was trying to like rip the logo with their cleats. And Harbaugh went out there and addressed the situation like he should have. He did his thing. I was proud. I was like, "That my coat, bro. My coat." Yeah, but yeah, he went out there. That's how you should act when somebody disrespecting your logo. Like,
absolutely.
We ain't playing no games. And I was like, my team is soft as hell right now. I was embarrassed that my coach had to go out there by himself against the Titans. Come on, man.
Coach went out there, did his thing. Hey,
shout out to Harbaugh, man.
We ain't having that.
Harps.
We ain't having that. But Juju got blown up the bot. That might be the biggest hit I've seen this season.
Might have been. Yeah, you're reminiscent of the big Reggie Bush hit.
I mean, he hit him like they didn't call a flag. It was like slightly below the chin.
He called him
it could have been flagged.
He could have been, but I think they.
But that's football, man. Let's play football.
I think at this time the referee knew what was up, and they knew what was going to happen. They was like, "Let me get that out of the way early." Yeah. So yeah, he did get a little help on that. He got a push from his partner, but they lit his ass up.
Yeah, that safety, he ready to play all the way. A little shallow crossing play. He just came.
Yeah, he already knew it.
Lit him up.
I honestly think
ball flew in the air. It was like a hit on Madden.
I honestly think no matter what, he's probably gonna hit him. Juju could have missed the ball. The ball could have not went to Juju. The way he honed in on Juju,
So I mean, in that game, I mean, like I said, so 3 turnovers got the Steelers behind. Gave the Bengals short field. I mean, come on, you got to respect those guys. They're pros as well on the other side of the football. I mean, you give them the ball on 20-yard line, 30-yard line, you got to assume that they're going to be able to score some points. So they're up 17, nothing at half.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't choke it away like the Falcons against the Bucs.
100%. Yeah,
only the Falcons know how to choke away 17-0
Yeah, they met
leads.
They met their kryptonite. It's like you turn on they skill level on the fourth quarter. What's going on with them, man?
Oh, the Falcons are, man. We'll talk about them later. But the Bengals, they held on. I mean, end up winning that game 27-17. The shocker, probably of the season. This is obviously
one of, I would say,
a wake up call to the Steelers. Like, okay,
man, yeah. I mean, another thing I would say would be a big shocker. Well, it wasn't as big, so you might be right. Might be the Jets versus the Rams, man.
Oh yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah, Jets versus the Rams. That was a big shocker as well. But so I mean, if we just continue to talk about the Steelers, where you see, you obviously see a first round exit for them.
Yeah.
But so you don't think they'll be a dominant team at all? They're not going to get together.
They're not a dominant team, and they haven't been a dominant team outside of the two or three games versus the bottom of the league.
Yeah.
They haven't been a dominant team.
They blew out a better Bengals team earlier in the season, but obviously right now they're free falling.
That's what they do. I mean, when your team what they call it, fool's gold. I've been trying to think of the term for a second now. Fool's gold is what I would say the Steelers are. They don't really have a lot that they don't have. No part of their game is dominant. Nowhere.
Well, they lost a good pass rusher.
So, yeah, they did. They lost Bud Dupree.
So I mean.
So yeah.
But I mean, next man up. Let's go. I mean.
Yeah, it should be.
You still got T.J. Watts out there doing his thing.
Yeah, they had some. I mean, I think Bud Dupree's backup got hurt. So, I mean, but who ain't hurt?
I mean, next man up. You gotta go.
We still gonna talk about you like that guy was there. So you got to deal with that. And unfortunately, they got Von Bell, and they might get Von Bell out the playoffs. In my prediction.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, obviously, they probably should still make the playoffs. 2 games left. I mean, I can't imagine they'll go 5-game losing streak into the playoffs. I mean, but we'll see. We'll see what Steelers show up. Because right now, if you can't beat the Bengals, who can you beat?
Man, who can you beat? Hey, you might have to put that on a shirt, man. Who can you beat if you can't beat the Bengals?